Hey everybody, what's up? How you doing today? Come on in, have a seat. Right over there. Over there. Yeah, as you can see, I've been busy creating a different background. Yeah, I turned everything around on the table, and I mean, it had like all kinds of wires and stuff on behind the computer. Well, I turned the computer, changed, pointed toward this direction, and that way I could put all the wires down behind the table, hanging down. It looks better. Yeah, my desk is much better. It doesn't look like a pile of wires and stuff. So I thought I'd try this out, and I don't know. It's just a wild idea I got. I'm always thinking of changing stuff. Yeah, I'm a changer. So here it is. That's my living room back there. And then the kitchen is like the refrigerator is straight in front of me. And so, how you like it? I think I like it like this. And I'm also wearing Wild Child today. Uh, she's been sitting on the wig stand, and every time I go in my bedroom, I go past it and I see it, and I'm like, I wonder what I need to do to it. So I thought I'm gonna need to wear it so I can see what I need to do. Uh, so it's I had to comb her out and spray some water on her because she was just and so excuse me. I had to sneeze. Okay, so this is what we're doing. This morning I made some meatloaf. Finally got around to making that, and I had it for breakfast. Had meatloaf and some green beans and some cottage cheese. Some green beans and some cottage cheese, and that was my first meal of the day. And I'm still not hungry yet. Right now it's 3:44 p.m. on September the 3rd, 2025. It's at 79 degrees Fahrenheit. It rained this morning, and now the sun is back out, but it's still a little cloudy out. So, and so there's the I got my TV on. I'm playing a friend's video again, and I haven't muted, so you know we don't pick up all that. So yeah, she's looking better, but I don't know. I'm thinking of shortening it a little bit. It's not too awfully bad. as long as I, fiddle around with it, when I first put it on, it's it's not so bad. Very blonde. This is ultimate. No, what is it? This is the color Marilyn Monroe always wore. Platinum blonde. That's it. Platinum. Duh. I swear you'd think I'd have dementia, as bad as I am about thinking of words. Trying to remember what I want to say. Yeah. Who knows? It could be early dementia. I don't know. Could be. But I don't know. My sister's getting to be the same way, and so she's. We both have memory loss. I can remember some things better than she can. She forgets stuff, and I have to remind her. And but but mine is right while I'm talking. Yeah, we went on that road trip yesterday and had a good time. And yeah, she I don't know what happened though. I don't know if the wig I had on inspired her or what, but she didn't even tell me she was gonna do it. She just sent me a text picture last night. She After she dropped me off yesterday, she went and got a haircut. She went and got a haircut. Yeah, it looked so good. Yeah, I really liked it. Told her it looked great. So yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I'll put a picture in this. I'll put a picture of what I ate this morning, and so I got a Walmart grocery delivery, small grocery delivery coming later. Uh, and I'm gonna make some coleslaw, and I'm thinking, maybe 2 or 3 days that sauerkraut's gonna be ready. And I got a bunch of jars because that's a half-gallon jar. I don't know. It'd probably fit in the refrigerator, but I thought I could. I got some saved pickle jars that I washed up and saved, and so I'm thinking I could store that in the refrigerator. Store them in some big pickle jars. So that I think that'll work. I hope. So if not, I'll just store them in that big jar. But it'd be easier just getting out the storing the pickle jars in there. So what else? Oh, I used my new air fryer to make the bake the meatloaf this morning. Oh, it worked so good. And I tested the temperature on it, and it gets the right temperature. Whereas the other one, I would have to set it a little bit high so that it would get up to the temperature. But so, other than that, what else have I been doing? Well, tomorrow, my sister's gonna come. If nothing don't come up, to prevent it, she's gonna come over and uh, work on the bathroom wall. She's just gonna do the top part, and maybe 2.5, 3 feet down, and then down on the lower part, uh, you know, about maybe a foot, and then I'm gonna do all the in between, and up as high as I can reach, and then down as low as I can reach. I'm gonna do it a little at a time. I did part of it, got the medicine cabinet all cleaned out and organized. That took me a while because I had to empty everything out of the medicine cabinet, everything off the sink counter, because it's a big long sink counter, and took everything off, and then cleaned everything all around it and on the side, and cleaned all the shelves and the sides and the bottom and the mirror and the whole 9 yards. And then there was some stuff in there that didn't need to be in there, that so I just tossed it and just put what I wanted to put in there. It's neat and organized now, which makes me happy. Yeah, yeah. The bathroom walls haven't been washed down for quite a while since I've been here, and uh, that's something we just did in our family. I mean, um, like I used to have to be the wall washer when I was a teenager. I did all the hard stuff for my mom, and like painting walls, washing down walls, stuff like that. Every so often she get an itch, they either wash the wall down or to repaint, one or the other. And since I rent here, I can't paint, so uh, that's what I miss about not having my own home. When I was younger, I always had my own home. The first home that me and my first husband bought was a 2 bedroom sitting on 7 lots uh, that we bought. Guess how much we paid for it? This was back in 1970. I think it was 1970. We paid $14,000 for that house. It had a big living room with a wood burning fireplace. I got hooked on wood burning fireplaces. Yeah. Every house after that I would buy, there was 2 things that it had to have. It had to have a fireplace and central air conditioning, or at least a few window air conditioners. Well, I did buy the with my. Uh, I bought this place out in the country. It had 3.5 acres. I was single at the time, and I had my kids, and I had, well, three at the time. No, two. I had two, and I had my third one while I lived there. But it was 3.5 acres. It had a small pond. It had a barn, um, and it was 3 bedrooms, a basement, um, a sunken living room with a fireplace, and a couple of air conditioners. And I loved that place. It was so nice. And what I paid for that, it was like, I think it was 28,000. Seemed like I paid 28,000 for it. And uh, that's cheap compared to today. And it wasn't a makeover kind of house. I mean, it was move-in ready. So I think eventually I did, put in some new carpeting and wallpapered the bathroom and a couple of the bedrooms I wallpapered and but I would do it and then I like repainted my kitchen cabinets. They were brown and I painted them gray and painted the knobs black, and it had a black and white checkered um, linoleum floor uh, in there, and it looked great when I got done with it. Yeah, so I would make them, like little improvements as I could, as I went along, because I lived there like for a few years till I got remarried, and and he talked me into selling it because when my house payment it was only, I think it was 224 a month. Well, my first house it was like 147 a month, and this one was I think it was 224, and which you can't find a house like that with 3 acres, 3.5 acres, and a pond and a barn, and the way that one was, and for that. But so, well, he had the thing was where I lived was a far distance from where he worked, you know, and where he had lived before was living in an apartment, up north of where I was living. And how we met is our, his cousin. Our kids went to school together, and we got to know each other. And then she introduced us, and there you go. But he had never been married, and you know had no children and everything. And um, but at the time we met, I had my third child, and um, I was living with a guy at the time. And then we broke up. I broke up with him, and while I was pregnant, and so she was like, I think she was around 18 months old when I met him. And so anyway, I sold my house, and then we moved to um, we bought a house up in northern Kentucky, up around the Erlanger area, and because he worked at Newport Steel, he worked at a steel mill, and so we bought a house with a fireplace, central air. It was 3 bedroom, bath and a half, uh, huge in-ground swimming pool. There was 2 houses I was trying to decide on, and I liked both of them. But it was so hot the day the realtor took us looking, and of course that I mean it was up in the 90s. I mean, and supposedly the air conditioning wasn't working in his car, so we were all just dying of the heat. So we go in the house and that air conditioning is gone, and out the back window you can look out the window and see that big old swimming pool. I mean, it was 18 by 36 in-ground swimming pool. It went from 4 feet down to 9 foot deep, and oh man. So of course, that's the one we bought, and and the house payment. Now that house was 50,000. We paid 50,000 for that one, and it had a family room, a bath and a half, 3 bedroom, uh, and the family room was downstairs. And that's where the fireplace was, and so anyway, now that house payment, what was it? It was 400 or 450. I can't really remember. It's been so long ago. Anyway, then I had my fourth child while we lived there. We were married 5 years. I never made it past 5 years with anybody. The second husband was only 2 years, and the other three, it was around when it hit that 5 year mark. I don't know what happened. It was just, yeah. So now you have to be married to somebody for like 10 years in order to, be able to claim on their Social Security. So I missed out on all that. That's why my income is so low. And because I never worked enough hours in my life, because there were times I had jobs and times I didn't, especially when I was married. And so, you know, that's why my income is so low. Now, if I could have stayed married to somebody long enough, I would have had a much better income. But now, my first husband, though, he passed away, and it was a tragic event. He was chief of police of the town we lived in, part time, and plus and he also worked at a Chevy uh, plant making cars. And then my second husband was a county cop full time. Oh lordy, yeah, that's a little of my history. I'm not gonna go in detail. That's just surface stuff. But yeah, I don't know what it was about me. But anyway, after the fourth one, after we got divorced, I said, okay, that's it. I'm not. Will be single the rest of my life. I'm not going through this anymore because each time, even though things went south, it's still hard. You know, going through divorce. They say moving and going through divorce is or death. Of a spouse is some of the most stressful and tragic things that happens in your life. Well, I did all of that. All of that happened, and plus I moved a lot, and plus that was hard on the kids too because, but every time we moved, they would be sad and complain because they missed their friends and stuff like that, but then they'd always make new friends and sometimes even better friends and it taught them how to manage that because it happens in their lives too. But anyway, well, gosh, I'm up to 25 minutes already, and I didn't intend to go on and on like this. But what do you think? Give me a thumbs up if you think. Give me a comment if you think Wild Child is, looking much better. I think it's looking much better, and I don't know if I'm going to do any more to it or not. I mean, I might. I mean, it's not too awfully long. And she's wavy. And, it's that way in the back, too. And, so I don't know. I mean, I can wear her around, wear her around the house and, might even wear her out in public sometimes. I don't know, because I don't care what, other people think about my hair. No, I don't. So, let's see if anything else interesting is happening. I got a couple more surprises coming, but that's for later in the month. I guess that's it. So, y'all have a good day and stay chilled and be happy. Yes. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. So, do you like the new background? Let me know about that too. What you think? I was tired of that other background. The door and the cat scratcher and the you know kitchen window. This way, you know, it's different. Different is good. You have different. Okay. Love you. Take care. I appreciate you so much. And I want to thank everybody who has subscribed and everybody who likes and comments. I appreciate it so much. And let's see if this thing can grow. I would be happy. I'm right now. I think I'm at 418, 417 or 418. I think 418. I would love to get up to 500 by New Year's. I mean, I don't have high expectations. I mean, the subscriptions has really slowed down. I was getting, for a while there, one a day, and not anymore. It's just, you know. But I'm still thrilled every time I get a new subscriber. But y'all take care. Love you. Bye bye. Subscribe and like. Thank you. Thanks for watching.